All right, so we're going to take a look at the Skadi Gold on the range pull utilizing the new tilt feature. Tilt is an activation upgrade for the Skadi Gold, Skadi 300, and Skadi 200. So any of the RTK enabled Skadi receivers you can use tilt with. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to mount this on the range pull. There is a clip at the top here that will fit right into the grooves. Get that locked in. We'll put it back in my stand for now and power on the receiver with the power button on the side there. Then we need to pair our device via Bluetooth. So this could be an iPad, could be an Android device, or a Windows device. See the Skadi Gold show up in my other devices, and then the number is related to the serial number. It's on the bottom of the receiver. So I'm going to pick on that to connect. It says it's connected. And we'll flip over to Eos Tools Pro. Eos Tools Pro is the companion app that is the app for interfacing with the Skadi for two primary purposes. One for giving you detailed information about how it's performing, and also to stream RTK corrections. So we've got a base station operating here on the building. I've gone into the differential settings here, got connected, and looking at the upper left, we can tell that we have a fixed position. Okay, if you look at the upper right of Eos Tools Pro, it says tilt compensation and then disabled. So it's not on by default. There's two ways to turn it on. Either press the power button 3 times to toggle it on, or click on that icon there and then toggle tilt compensation on. First, let's see what this looks like in Field Maps without tilt. So here's Field Maps map of our office here where I'm standing. And so let's set our location provider to Eos Positioning Systems. I'm going to leave the antenna height at 0 because that's a crucial for tilt, even though this particular demo is going to be not utilizing tilt quite yet. So we'll come back to that. Select my device. Done. Okay. So here we are. We got our position in Field Maps. GPS accuracy is just under a centimeter. And so this is operating just like Aero Gold, Aero 200, any of the Aero RTK receivers. It's operating the same way. And what I mean by that is if we go to the top of this parking lot line here, and I bubble up the range pole, it's relatively close to the end of that line. Now, as I tilt it, you can see my position follows the antenna and not the tip of the range pole. So that makes it crucial that when you collect data this way, that you are completely level, utilizing your bubble level. Now with tilt enabled, let's toggle that on here.
Tilt initialized.
Tilt requires RTK because it's using RTK to calibrate the IMU inside of the Skadi. So at first, if you don't have RTK and you kick it in, it may ask you to shake the range pole. So you just move it a little bit. And then once the tilt compensation badge goes green and says enabled, then it's compensating your position no matter how much you tilt that range pole. So now let's take a look in Field Maps. Move over to our line. So I put the tip of the range pole at the end of that line. First start out with it leveled. Okay, we're close. Now I'm going to start moving, tilting the range pole, and my position is staying in the same spot. That's what we want to see. And even to the extreme, I wouldn't recommend using it this way, but we can pretty much lay down the pole and it is staying in that position. So it's really flexible and allows you to collect data more efficiently, but also in tougher places. So here's an example, a couple examples. Say I was mapping out this parking lot line. I would go grab the end of this line here, capture it, and then come back over here. And with the vehicle in the way, I would normally not be able to capture the other side of this line, right? Because I would have to level the pole which means this is about as close as I could get, about a foot away. But even with this car here, I can see the line. I can put the tip of the range pole on the line and hold it at about a 45-degree angle and still capture that point accurately. And if I zoom out a little bit, you can see our position is landing right at the end of that line. So that's one scenario where that can help. There's lots of similar scenarios where cars are parked over manholes, valve covers, that kind of thing, and you wouldn't normally be able to collect those. Another situation is up against buildings like this. So capturing building corners or entryways that kind of go into overhangs. Well, in this situation, normally I would have to come in here, hold my range pole up, level the bubble, and now that's blocking a significant number of satellites that my GPS receiver could be utilizing. With tilt, I don't even have to climb in there. I can stand out here, get the tip of my range pole at the corner of the building, hold it out like this, and capture my point. Those are two useful scenarios with using tilt on the pole. So it's two things. It's making you more efficient. Don't have to spend the extra time to level the range pole. Less training required. That's usually the part that folks get tripped up on the most when they're first starting out using this stuff is getting that pole level in a timely manner. But also capturing points in more difficult areas that you wouldn't be able to when you have to keep that pole level.